Here we go. Okay. So Ruth is going to be on the way here, but I'm going to kind of get started in advance.
Okay.
Okay. It is 5:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10/23, 2025. Director Brian Knight, San Andreas State Marshals. I'm going to start by Mirandizing both of y'all. This is something I do with everybody. You're not in any trouble. Just so your rights are advised. At this time,
we are somewhat getting used to this process, so it's okay.
Oh, very good, very good. Sometimes that scares people because they're like, "Oh no, they're gonna," Well, at this time, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be used against you in a court of law. The right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you by the state if one is available. Y'all both understand your rights as they've been read to you today.
Yes, I do.
All right. For the record, Frank, could you state your full name, your state ID, and your employment?
Yes, my name is Frank Skinner. State ID is 12742, and I am the owner of the City Chronicle newspaper and Skinner Inc.
Okay. And Nora?
Yeah, name is Nora Thomas. State ID is 20184, and I'm the editor-in-chief at the City Chronicle.
Fantastic. Look, I want to start by saying that what is conversation happens here in this room is going to be remaining between a very small subset of the marshals given the sensitivity of the matter. And as such, I will say that above anything else, I am a strong believer that I must value the life of every civilian. And what that means is that I cannot and should not be just freely putting people's shit out there in the event it can lead to your danger. I don't subscribe to the game of, well, who cares? It's funny, or man, they'll wake up at the hospital. That's to me gross and negligent and the descriptor of someone that should be nowhere near a badge or a gun. So know that whatever we discuss here is simply for my record, transparency, Ruth's record, and if I were to find out that anyone was playing games and there was credence to it, right? Where they were doing it in a manner that like put your lives in jeopardy, like intentionally, maliciously, they're done. I will fire them. As I have fired many marshals already since getting into office. Let me start by kind of noting to y'all that given that this is an active investigation pertaining to other individuals, I would like you not to share it with anyone else in case you unintentionally, without any, intent of your own, may fall into obstruction, accessory, etc. Right?
Okay.
No problem.
So, is Gunnar Kane hired to your news agency?
Honestly, I don't think so. We had conversations. I can check it right now on my tablet if you'd like.
Mhm.
There are conversations about hiring him as our pilot, as I am in the process of trying to learn how to fly. Let me see. Now, my current employees are myself, Nora Thomas, Bella Lux, and Alistair Kingsley, the worst weather boy in the history of the universe.
I think I saw him at the at the thingy-bob.
Alistair's turned up for one day's work in the past fucking 2 months. So
Yeah.
Give me just one moment.
lazy bastard.
What do you know about Rissaberry?
I in middle of interrogation.
Oh, sorry, bye.
Yeah, just text me. Sorry about that. I just wanted to walk away so it didn't pop up on the
No
recording.
worries.
No, it's fine.
Um,
I should say as well, there is one other employee that I should have hired by now, but I haven't, and that is Autumn Perry, who's written a couple of articles for us at this point.
okay, fantastic. What is Gunner's relationship with the news company?
Obviously, when he is time during the state marshals, I've written a few articles about this. I would say Gunner Kane for probably about, if I had to guess, between 6 to 8 weeks. It felt like the only member of law enforcement that was actually open to talking to us. There were obviously a lot of details he wouldn't give us at times, but even just giving us answering questions that we had in regards to articles, he was like the only person essentially for a very long time that was willing to give us the time of day. I think the newspaper was a new thing back then, and I think a lot of police officers
Yeah.
were somewhat suspicious of us, and we're not used to us being around. So it took a very long time before any sort of line of communication was opened. But he was the first person I would say that opened those lines of communication.
And if I understand, he has been like recently after his departure from SASM. What is the relationship turned into?
Like I mentioned, he offered to help fly me around once he heard we had a helicopter.
Mhm.
Gunnar is, if I could give you my personal feeling on him, he's, I think, a deeply flawed individual who, in my opinion, is his heart is in the right place, although his actions sometimes, could people could believe that otherwise. I think his lack of experience in the role showed, but in regards to his relationship, he is someone that I would consider to be a friend, to the point where when we found out he had been placed into the intensive care unit after being shot recently, we every day we would have our meetings outside the ICU just in case faceless, how can I say this, they did what they've done previously and tried to finish the job.
Can you say that last bit again
Yes,
and sort of
myself.
elaborate if you don't mind?
Yeah, no problem. As we've spoken to you about previously, myself and Nora, after the masquerade party, we witnessed Mr. Sneaky and an unnamed individual who Stacey Recht accused of being a fake doctor. We witnessed them trying to get into the surgery after a man was stabbed at the masquerade. So
Understood.
we,
And I have a lot of questions about the masquerade, but for now I want to really focus in on, was Gunner, was he working for the news station? Like where was Gunner's relationship with y'all after his departure?
Quite literally, just as I was, like I say, I was debating bringing him on board as a pilot. Just because I really want to use our helicopter, it would definitely come and be an advantage to his reporting the news. That hasn't happened yet. He quite simply, I can't answer for Nora, but for me personally, our only relationship is that of a friend.
I see.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
the only what was the last bit?
I would consider him a friend. That's the only relationship. In terms of the newspaper, he has not operated in any sort of capacity. He's not written any articles.
Yeah.
He's not given us any information which is in the newspaper over the past couple of weeks since he left as a state marshal.
Understood. For reference, the reason I sometimes ask questions more than once is so that I can get clarity. Sometimes, when we answer questions, sometimes there's like little fine details that are important to me that you may not realize, which is why I do it.
Absolutely.
No problem at all.
Whatever questions you want, we'll give you the answers we can.
Absolutely. From the moment you joined, what happened yesterday? From the very start, like how it initiated, phone call, message, someone told you something, and I'm referencing the situation at the island. Can you walk me through in as much timeline detail as to what transpired?
Yeah, absolutely. We both, myself and Nora, received an anonymous ping. Pretty much, not I wouldn't say instant at the same exact time, but a couple of minutes
Yeah,
apart.
exactly.
Yeah, the ping took us to there's a construction site on North Rockford Drive. We went up there. We were uh, actually, Nora, that's incorrect, isn't it? We received a phone call after the anonymous ping,
True.
and it told us to be in disguise and have a rented vehicle. It was a heavily altered voice, difficult to understand.
So the phone call, you received a
The
phone call?
phone call was after the ping. We
Was
received
it
the ping.
anonymous?
Yes, unknown number.
Unknown number. Okay.
Yeah, we received a phone call. It told us to be in disguise, to pretend to be somebody else, and to rent a vehicle, and that was it. So we drove to North Rockford Drive. When we parked up,
And
it became
who was in the car?
at this time myself and Nora,
Yeah,
Okay.
just the two of us.
or as in our disguises, Dimitri and Maria Lopez. We arrived at the construction site, and it became very clear there were sets of footprints leading us around the construction site.
Which construction site? Sorry.
So this is like it's like there's a house being built on North Rockford Drive. If you need
Oh,
help, I
yes.
can show you.
Yes. No, I know exactly which one.
Yeah, not far from the university.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Okay. Right off
so
the
there were
corner.
Yes.
Hmm.
There were sets of footprints leading us around the building, and eventually it took us to the second floor. I can't. I really fucking wish I took a picture. There was a note on the wall. I can't remember the exact details, but it mentioned the name Echo, and it said, in terms of a location, it said an old boat repair bay. Did it say to the side? Was that all it said, Nora? I wish I took a
I think
picture.
that was all it said.
Yeah, at that moment, Mr. Knight, when we were reading that note, a male individual arrived. Myself and Nora hid for a moment because we weren't really sure what was going on. This male individual approached us and started speaking to us, and it became clear very quickly that he had also received a ping to the same location. At that point, we then saw a crooked old man walking down the street with a walking stick, and he approached the construction site also. And he didn't speak. He would only write down on a notepad, and he told us his name was Jumbo.
Jumbo.
I didn't get.
How
yeah,
did you?
Jumbo.
Could you describe how you ran into him? He was just
Yeah,
waiting there.
No, so we were reading the note. The first male individual arrived.
Sorry, you got to the construction site, and I do apologize too, because
No, go for it.
phone
go
calls
for
are
it.
coming in, fucking tests are coming in. It's everyone needs. Anyways, it's
Yeah, I'll get it. Don't worry.
So you got to the construction site, and then
Yeah, we follow the
I'm
footprints.
gonna turn off this
It takes
phone.
us to the second floor. We are finishing reading the note, and then at that point,
How did you know to go up to the second? Like, was there any?
the footprints led us up the stairs.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So we're in the middle of reading the note and trying to figure out where this boat repair bay was that it told us. It didn't tell us to go there, but if there's a location on there, you're basically, you can surmise, right, we need to go to that location. We were just figuring that out when a male individual arrived. We didn't get his name, I don't think, did we, Nora? He was
No.
young fella wearing like a stripy hoodie. And then when we were talking to him, we saw an old man walking up the street with a walking stick. He then came to the same location. He followed the footprints like we did, and he
So
also
there's
came.
the silent man arrived after
Yes.
you
And he was
Yeah,
he
arrived
identified as
walking.
Jumbo. Yes,
as Jumbo.
Jumbo. Yes.
Okay. And then the old man came.
Yes.
No, wait.
No, so Jumbo is the old man.
No. Yeah, Jumbo is the old man. He's the one that arrived walking.
And the mute man came first, unknown name.
No,
No, he came second.
no, he came second.
So,
I'll say it again. So the young fella with like a stripy hoodie, he came first. And then just as we were talking to him and we realized he had also been pinged, we saw an old man walking up the street. He had a walking stick. He followed the footprints, and then he couldn't speak, but he wrote down on a notepad that his name was Jumbo.
could you in order, who was describe the first person?
First person was like young. I think he had black hair. He had like a stripy hoodie on. He arrived
Yeah.
on a motorbike, didn't he, Nora?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Jumbo.
Wait,
like,
wait, 1 second. And what was
Oh.
his name?
I don't think we got his
No.
name.
Wait, he did not
Very
say it.
very stupidly.
Okay.
He didn't say his name.
Perfect. Okay, and then number 2?
And then the second one was like an old man. He was wearing he had a beard, raggy hair, had a walking stick, an old leather jacket, and he arrived by walking up the street. And he wrote on a notepad that his name was Jumbo.
Okay.
So all four of us started talking. Obviously, Jumbo just responding by writing on his notepad. It didn't take long to realise we were all there for the same reason, and we'd all been pinged there. We discussed where we thought the location was for the repair bay for boats. We suspected maybe a Catfish Island over that way.
So
we started.
Do you have a copy of this thing, this note or whatever?
No, I really wish I took a photo for you, Mr. Knight, but I
understood.
don't.
How was it like? Was it in a book form? Was it in a notepad?
No, it was like a graffiti on the wall.
Yeah, it was on the wall.
I see. Do you vaguely remember what it said?
It mentioned the word echo in the first few words, and then it literally just said old boat repair bay. And I think it mentioned the word docks as well. I can't remember exactly. I really wish I could.
And so then the 4 of y'all went on this trip.
Yes. So as we mentioned, the old man was walking, and the other fella was driving a motorbike. As we had a 4-seater vehicle, rented car. What's the name of it, Nora?
Gauntlet, I think it was.
No, it's not calling it. It's the one we picked it because I was Dimitri and it looked Russian.
Jumbo never came in a vehicle, right?
No, he walked. So we offered to give him a ride because the other fella was on a motorbike, and it didn't make sense for an old man to be on the back of a motorbike. So he sat in the back of our car as we drove all the way to Catfish Island.
Okay.
Sorry,
I know this might sound pedantic, but these are very important details for me.
Yeah.
So only 3 of you got in the vehicle, and
yes,
and 1 on the motorbike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, myself, Nora, Jumbo in the vehicle, and the fella whose name we don't have was on the motorbike.
Understood. Okay. All right, fantastic. And then, sorry, please continue.
No problem. We arrived at where you found our vehicle, not far from the lighthouse by Catfish Island, by the old boat repair bay. We instantly realised we had the right location, as that weird robot thing you saw yesterday. He was standing there
at the dock or at the island at this point.
He was at the dock.
Understood.
Yeah, so, this is, sorry to interrupt, Frank.
Go on, mate. I want you to talk as well.
I got a bit to be honest, it's not the first time that we have followed blindly a freaking ping that maybe we should have taken a bit more cautiously. And I was a bit scared, and this is where I left my ID and rental papers in the back of the car just in case something happened.
Understood. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I will say that I am very understanding of like following pings, especially as journalists.
It is tempting, but we should learn a bit from our mistakes, I guess.
Mm.
We're like Frodo going on an adventure, aren't we, Nora?
Yeah.
So yeah, we arrived, started speaking to that robot. I will be honest, if you asked me what he said, I couldn't understand 99% of what he was saying.
Yeah. it was difficult.
I found I fully can relate.
Yeah, it was very difficult. So it was very interesting though. At that point, we all received within a few minutes, like maybe a minute, there was another ping to the island, and we got our like cameras out and our binoculars, and we could see a pirate on the island.
Sorry, actually, let me pause you right there. So you were both of you, the old man and the young guy, plus this guy, the robot dude.
Yeah.
Were all together when the ping went off?
It wasn't like it was like a gap between all of them. But it was maybe within a minute we all got a ping. Yes. There was
did anyone leave that group of 5 whom could have sent the ping?
No. So we realized very quickly the ping came from an island nearby. So I got my camera out, and we had binoculars and stuff between us, and we could see a pirate on the island, on like on the highest point of the island. It's the island by the lighthouse that's got like the shed on it. So at the highest point, we could see a pirate. So it became very clear we needed to get to the island. One of the few things I could understand the robot say was that his respirator could not get wet. So that meant we had to try and find him a boat to get him over to the island. Myself and Jumbo were swimming in the direction of a lighthouse. We saw a jet ski. I went to see if there were, I'll be honest, I went to see if there were some keys there. At that point, I heard, I think it was Sheriff Frost, ask her, what are you doing? Then Maeve came down. We had a conversation with them for like a few minutes. They were understandably suspicious of Dimitri. Myself were in tactical gear, I would say, by the lighthouse. I think Jumbo, if I remember rightly, he gave a name. It was like Thaddeus or something like that. He called himself to Maeve.
The robot guy.
No, this is Jumbo. Jumbo swam over there with me. The guy who doesn't speak. The old man. So he gave the name. I want to say it was like Thadius, something like that, to Maeve.
The one that he wrote it, right?
Yeah, he wrote it on the notepad. Yes.
Okay, understood.
We spoke to them for a few minutes, and we said, "Yeah, we're just going to go back for another swim." They let us leave. We swam towards the lighthouse, and then when we got to the backside, also, just for the record, I was fucking shitting myself because I know what goes on at that lighthouse. I've never been so close to it, and I was fucking terrified. We jumped off very quickly into the water and swam towards the island. So we didn't have a boat, but shortly after we saw the young fella who was on the motorbike. He had a jet ski, and the robot fella was on the back of it. And then he went back to land to find Nora, and brought Nora to the island as well. So then at that point, all 5 of us were on the island. We started to make our way up to the like the top part where the pirate was. There was no sign of this pirate by the time we got there, but there was like an X written in the floor, like carved out of soil. So figuring we were on some sort of like scavenger hunt, we started to dig on the X. It took us a fair bit of effort, and then eventually Jumbo pulled out a briefcase from the soil. The robot fella took the briefcase, and it seemed like he had a book or something.
Yeah, I
He
think so.
he was reading it, and it was at that point we noticed the helicopter above us. And pretty much after he started reading the book, we stupidly took the decision to scarper and get out of there. And when I eventually made it back to land, that is when I saw yourself, Mr. Knight.
Mm.
And became very apparent that my mate over here had
How did
fell victim to the water.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the suitcase?
Yes, go for it.
Who found the briefcase first?
So we were all digging together. We were all kneeling down, digging through this X, and then it was just lying there in the ground, and Jumbo picked it up.
Okay.
And then he picked it up and then the robot fella asked for it, so he took it off Jumbo.
Could Jumbo have sent the ping?
No, he was right next to us when we got the ping.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not I would say with 100% confidence, any of the people that you saw at the island yesterday, there's not a chance that any of them sent their ping.
Understood. Ruth, I'm gonna get go ahead and enter yourself onto the record.
Okay. Brooke Ruth 087 entering the room.
So
Date ID 1174.
To kind of get you up to speed here, Ruth, some of the key points. They received a phone call, anonymous, to go to a location of which was a construction site in Rockford. I'm familiar with which one. It's kind of by the university on a corner. They arrived first, followed by a young man, black hair, stripe hoodie on a motorbike. Secondly came an old man with a beard, raggy hair, walking stick, leather jacket. He walked, no vehicle in sight. They then saw a note on the wall indicating a description of the little boat dock by the lighthouse, which is where we found them. They were in the midst of making their way to the island when they were found by Maeve and Frost. Nothing too much happened. They then made their way to the island, at which point they were digging for something. The old man who is mute, who referenced himself as Jumbo to them initially, but later identified as Thaddeus to law enforcement, is the one that found this briefcase, to which point he gave it to the robot man, and the robot man opened it up and found a book. One bit I missed is that when they had gotten to the boat dock, that's where they met the robot man, and that they received a ping from someone other than the five prior to getting to the island.
Okay.
So what led y'all to the island? The ping, right? And what made you think to dig? Like, who instructed the digging?
So
We
Go on, Nora.
so when we got the ping, we looked at that island, and I with binoculars and cameras and so, and there was a person that I guess looked like a pirate. And once we got to the island, there was like an X on the floor, so it felt like the scavenger hunt, and like what you do with an X, you dig. So that's what we did.
Yeah, it's like a X marks the spot almost on the top of the hill where the pirate was standing.
Could you
Yeah.
describe how the pirate looked like?
It's like similar colour jacket to what I'm wearing right now, like a
Yeah.
brown long jacket, and like pirate hat, like a feather in. He had like an eye patch on. It's yeah, it's a strange looking fella. Like I was looking back in time when I was looking at him.
Did you speak to the pirate at all?
Now, by the time we got to the island, he was because the problem between us getting the seeing him and trying to find the boat because the robot's respirator couldn't get wet, speaking to law enforcement, swimming back over, there was probably about between 10 to 15 minutes between us seeing him and actually getting to the island. By the time we got to the island, he was gone.
How did you know exactly where to dig?
Because we went to it was like the top. We went to the top of the hill where he was standing, looking for him. And when we got there was like in the soil, there was like an X marked on the floor.
Oh, okay.
When you originally went to the construction site, did you change first
Yes. So
at
like I
the
said, when
clothing
we-
store, or
Yes, we changed to the clothing store, and I became my Dimitri.
and which clothing store?
Oh fucking hell, Jesus. I would
That's a good
say
question.
it was very likely, but the one we like to use the most is the one nearest the jewelry store. But I'm not 100% certain because we then went to get a rented vehicle by the apartments. It definitely wasn't. Was it the? It wasn't the one by the apartments, was it, Nora?
I can't remember. No, I don't think
No,
so.
yeah, I really can't remember. I'll be honest.
Are you certain that you bought clothes or that you had a
We
pair?
didn't. I had the outfit is ready in case I ever need it.
I see. And what about you, Nora?
I think I had the outfit, but I think I changed my
Yeah,
my
you
wig.
did because I remember sitting
Yeah.
outside and you were taking fucking ages and I was shouting at you.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, you did. Some of the as I'm sure you can understand, some of the things we write about, we in
Mm,
case we need to go about our day and delivering papers and stuff without worry, we quite often will have a rented vehicle and change the way we look, just in case.
right. And you mentioned which clothing store again?
I can't say for certain. The one we use quite regularly is the jewelry store or the one just north of that because they're out the way of people and some of the quieter ones. But I can't say with certainty. I can't remember. It was all a bit of a rush.
Who rented the vehicle?
I did.
Okay. And this was yesterday?
Yeah. That was yesterday, just before we went to the pink.
I see. Okay.
Definitely yesterday because I'm in trouble, Mr. Knight, because I put the car away when it had that Nora's ID in it. So she shouted at me.
Sorry, give me just one moment.
It's no problem. Ruth,
Yes.
I know I was Dimitri yesterday, but I meant it when I said it was nice to meet you. I've heard good things.
I'm glad to hear it. It was nice to meet you as well.
Sorry, give me 1 second. My notes seem to have a issue.
We're gonna have to do all this again, Nora. I swear to God.
So, the young man was in your vehicle on the way there, right?
No, he was on the motorbike.
And the old man was in the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I said, he walked there, so an old man being on the back of the motorbike seemed a bit cruel, so we told him to get in the back of our car.
Just bear with me. I have something processing.
Where did the old man park originally, or how did he arrive at the construction site?
He got there walking, literally. I don't know if he had parked anywhere and came walking, but we saw him walking down the street.
Okay. So the pirate, have you seen him before?
Me personally, never.
No.
Have you seen any of the others before? The ones that were present?
No.
No.
I presume, based on what me and Nora were told, they were also told to be in disguise and to pretend to be somebody else. So,
Yeah.
in terms of that version of themselves, no, never seen any of them before.
So once you dispersed from the island, whose decision was it to disperse first?
Oh, honestly, it might have been me.
And
I can't
how
remember, to be honest.
I can't remember. I can remember trying to think about which way we were going to go, and I decided it was best to
why
go back
though?
to where the car was. Honestly, I think I don't know whether somebody had said about us getting out of there, and I was just trying to figure out which way to go. That
Mhm.
bit, if I'm being honest, was a bit of a mad rush. I've never really been in a situation like that before. It was,
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe just stupid decisions.
Have you ever heard of Echo?
Yes.
And what's the context?
So are you aware of Lucas Miller and I think of his partner Brandy investigating myself and Nora currently?
Hmm.
So the first time I've ever heard the name Echo is when they came to our office and they were questioning us about myself, Nora, and Helios.
Echo was investigating you?
No.
No.
So are you aware? So me and Nora were filming an interview with Helios about 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
All three of us were taken hostage, and the people that interrogated us left a note behind. We, for the life of us, it was like an audio segment, could not figure out what the fuck it meant. Fast forward a few days later when
And that turned into Echo, right?
Yes, so when Lucas Miller and Brandy questioned us, Brandy said she had ran it through. What was the name of the thing, Nora?
Spectrogram, I think it was.
Spectrogram.
Something like
Yep.
that.
Yes, and it revealed a mess. I think Lucas Miller sent it to me. Actually, I might have it in my phone.
I
Yeah.
am familiar. That's good. That's good. What were they asking you in this?
Everything was for me and Nora. Everything was about the faceless.
They're asking you about the faceless.
Yes,
They-
Go on, Nora.
They asked, they said something like we had really good information, like we had maybe inside information, and they were asking how we had that information, and they suggested something like maybe we were actually working for the faceless, and that's why we had that information.
Well,
Did they ask you about Helios?
No, so when
No.
we were when I must add as well, when we were taking hostage originally, myself and Helios were put in one car and Nora was put in another. On the way there to the docks, they told Helios that they believe myself and Nora have some very powerful friends and they want to get to the bottom of it. I believe they were referring to the Faceless based on their line of questioning.
So the people that kidnapped you were getting you to look into the Faceless?
No, they were accusing. It felt like they were trying to figure out if me and Nora are working for the
Yeah.
Faceless as some sort of, I don't know, propaganda arm or something. They said they accused us of having powerful friends, and every line of questioning was whether we work for them, what our relationship is with them.
Did they ask anything about Helios?
Not to me or Nora. They separated us, and then
Helios was separately interrogated.
yeah. So I could tell you. So we walked into the docks. They made us a process me and Nora do quite often. They made us take our phones and put them in a separate room. They took us to a small room. They interrogated me and Nora. Helios was present whilst me and Nora were interrogated, probably for about 5, maybe 10 minutes. And then me and Nora were taken out. We were put into another small room, and one of
Was
them
this
kind of
in a building?
Yes, it was at the docks.
Which docks?
Oh fucking hell!
Is it like the Mayweather docks?
Merryweather.
Yeah, is that the one where it's got like there's a long warehouse and it's got like 4 small rooms on the right hand side.
So there's the Russian docks, which is where there's a bunch of big boats and a bunch of like crates. Next to that is then the Merryweather docks, which is like these huge ones where the big boats can come in, and a staircase that goes up into a control room.
I want to say it was. I can't remember exactly. It wasn't Jetsam Docks, was it, Nora?
No, I don't think so.
I think it was either the middle one or the docks next to that. It wasn't Jetsam Docks. It was one of the other two. Not very good at directions. Sorry, or like names of places.
What did they move you in?
Me personally, I was in the back of a Patriot.
And I was on an electric car, but I have no idea the make or anything.
I did give because I was recording the interview at the time. I gave a video of it to a Ruby, the footage I had before they took my camera off me.
Was there any like license plates or anything of note that you can think of?
I can't say I looked, if I'm being
No.
honest. I was just shoved straight in the back of the car.
Have you and Helios spoken about it at all after the incident?
Yes, we I think we spent about an hour with him right afterwards, didn't we, Nora?
Yeah.
Just he was a bit of a wreck. If I would be honest, it seemed like from what he said, they'd asked him questions about some old friends that had brought up some bad memories. He didn't really go into much detail. I don't think he wanted to talk about it again. We did call his friend Mikey Stargo to come and sit with us for a little bit, and yeah, we were down in Vespucci because he's actually the landlord for our office. Is Helios. That was kind of what the interview was originally about. Well, the first portion was
Is there
about
any
him.
specific questions that they asked you about the Faceless?
Yeah, the ones I can remember, they quite literally asked us how long we've been working for the Faceless. They talked about the quality of stories that we get for the newspaper, and presumed that our sources were members of the Faceless. It was quite everything was kind of along that line of questioning. To be honest with you.
Okay.
One detail, by the way, with
mm,
the interview that I told Lucas and Brandy afterwards, that I feel like a bit of, because the room was so small, I felt like an idiot when we finished, and he brought me and Nora back into the room to listen to the note with Helios. He said, "Oh, how rude of me! I should take this down." And there was a camera in the room, almost like they were either recording it or that somebody else was watching the interrogations.
Okay.
I remember two vehicles pulling up in the video.
Yes.
Both left to the location. Is that correct?
Yeah, left of my line of sight. Yes, I believe so. We
How-
had
Hmm.
we had interviewed Helios outside our office in Vespucci, because that portion of Vespucci, he's got like 5 or 6 businesses to come down to Vespucci to make it like almost a hub, and that's what
Yeah.
the interview was about. The location where you can see me and Nora, that is one of mine and Nora's favourite meeting spots, because it's got an amazing view of the city. And we suggested maybe we should walk that way. So we walked from Vespucci over to that direction to do the second portion of the interview, which is about like Helios's time as a member of the cabinet.
How long into the interview? Do you have the like? How long did the interview just start?
No, there was into what was about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, Nora.
Yeah.
He took us for a tour, didn't he, of a few of the businesses as well. I could get some video of the actual interview for you if you wanted. The first
Yeah,
part.
yeah, absolutely. If you could.
Yeah.
Do you know
I'll
what
find it
day
for
that
you.
took place?
Oh fucking hell, Nora, you're best at this stuff.
I actually don't know. I should check. Let me see. It was. Wait, let me check 1 second. The agenda. I can't remember exactly. It was either 2 or 3 Fridays ago.
Definitely a Friday.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, 2 or 3 Fridays ago. Give me 1 sec.
It will have been whenever Ruby, if she made a report, it would have been either the day of or the Friday before that report, because she was the responding officer when we called the police afterwards.
So 10/10 is a likely date.
Yeah, either 10 or the one before.
10/17 and 10/10.
Bear with me
Yeah.
for just a moment as I look something up.
At a later date, I could get the exact date for you, but yeah, I'd have to look through all my documents.
How long were they questioning you?
About 10 minutes or so. Helios was definitely a lot longer. Me and Nora talked about this. It almost felt like Helios actually became the main, I guess, person they interrogated. They mentioned on the way over there that it was kind of like one of them left and he was laughing and joking about a 2-for-1 type deal.
Was anything familiar about any of the individuals?
Honestly, and I don't mean to joke about this, but other than the fact that apparently especially after watching that archivist video with Junior today, every fucking criminal in this city likes to wear my favourite jacket. No, not like any specific details.
No
I can't.
voices, anything.
No, I can't say. A couple of them were altering their voices, so I couldn't
Yeah.
recognise them. For example, the fella who stood guard on us outside the room, he was altering his voice. There was no like words he used or anything that were familiar to me.
Which of the individuals that kidnapped seemed to be the main one?
Oh, fucking hell. If I can, let me see. Do you mind if I pull up the footage so I can tell you?
Did anyone seem to take the lead in the questioning?
Yeah, there was definitely one. If I can just get the video on my phone, I will tell you what he was wearing exactly.
Okay.
Let me have a look. There he is, Helly House. You see, I think he's actually the one that's on camera for the shortest amount of time. There's the one with like he's got like a grey roboty mask on with a big massive red eyes on it.
The big red goggles, yeah.
Yes, he's the one who asked most of the questions.
Any idea what he sounded like? Like, did he have
Yeah.
a plain voice or was he an altered voice?
Oh, yeah, completely altered.
And not an alteration you've ever really heard before?
Wait, the 11th.
Very similar to a lot of the anonymous phone calls me and Nora have got since
This says 10.
we started this newspaper. Very deep. But I will say, unlike that fucking robot yesterday, I could understand everything he said.
When you mentioned the rooms, did the door close?
No, it was like open doors, like there was no door. Also, apparently a very popular moonshine spot.
Ruth, do you remember the next to Mayweather on the eastern side?
Yep.
There's a corkboard walled sort of place.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I'm taking a look at the photos. Looks like that's what they're talking about. Okay. Do you know Bobby Barnes?
I don't believe so.
No.
Do you know Hobbler?
Yes, I've met Mr. Hobbler before, yeah.
What's your relationship with him?
He used to be with Gunnar Kane whenever we'd go down to interview him for the paper.
And whom else?
What other marshals have we met, Nora? Peters is a nice. We like Peters, don't we?
Yeah, and that
He'd be there sometimes. It was the surfer fella.
yeah, that guy with the blue hair. I can't remember his name.
Oh,
now.
the surfer guy. That's Bobby.
Oh, is it? I've never
okay.
met his name yet.
Yeah.
He's an interesting one. He is.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know if it's the tactic he deploy. He feels like he purposely makes himself sound like a fucking idiot, but he's actually very clever.
Yeah, yeah, you could say that. Very, very clever. And what about Blunt?
Is that Bobby Blunt or what was his name? What's his first name?
Very deep voice. Like
quite likely I've met a lot of these marshals, but honestly, I'm so bad with names. The main point of contact for us during the newspaper has been Gunnar, who would quite often have Hobbler with him, and yourself and Peters.
Yeah,
Bobby, the surfer fella, we've only met him, what would you say, Nora? Twice, I think.
I think so.
Once, which was a longer conversation with Gunnar and Hobbler down at the auditorium. And that was the day I realised he's actually very clever with some of the questions he was
and
asking us.
I spoke to him another time. He called me once. He came down the office, wanted to have a chat to see how we were doing, and he literally just asked if we had had any pushback with the paper because of the stories we were publishing. So we just had like a 5-minute chat about that, and he left.
What? Who is this again?
This marshal with
Bobby.
blue hair.
Oh, McAllister?
Oh yeah, that's his name.
Oh, McAllister. Right.
Yeah, that's the surfer guy we are referring to.
When you say surfer guy, what do you like? This voice, right?
I don't know, like the way he behaves. I think.
What's up, dude?
Oh,
That
yes,
sounds like
yes.
Bobby, not McAllister,
Okay.
though. But
Yeah,
McAllister's the one with blue hair.
maybe Bobby had blue hair at one point.
He reminds me very much of a fella when I first came to the city. You used to work in Senior Buns, who used to like put things up his bottom in the freezer.
I think I have his number. If you guys with the name, if you guys want me to check.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
please.
if you want to check the last four.
I guess I don't. Was his name James? This first name?
What?
Yes.
Then yeah, that's him.
Is he one of the
Okay,
ones who
so it
gets
was
us to deliver
McAllister.
papers?
Yeah, he's the one that came down the office for a chat with me.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember when that was though.
Give me just one sec.
No problem.
God damn it.
So what,
wow.
Nora? Thank God we've written all our stories for this week's paper.
Well, I do have to make changes to one, but it's okay.
Let's see. Trying to. This should be it. Okay. Have you heard of? Has Gunnar approached you at all in regards to working with him on faceless related stuff after his departure?
No.
No.
Okay. Who is?
We've had
Mhm.
I was gonna say we've had conversations in general, just about like for example, I knew about who he was going to meet potentially before he got shot last week. Yeah, just personal conversations, to be honest.
Who is Tinkleman to you?
He's an interesting one, isn't he, Nora?
Yeah.
He first approached us about 2 weeks ago. He did a repair for me, and he said, I've been meaning to speak to you. And then we went and had a meeting by Maze Bank Arena. And he was inquiring about a lot of the things we talked about in the newspaper. Me and Nora had a very long conversation afterwards. I remember feeling something that I haven't really felt in a long time. And that was hope. It just felt nice to hear people in the city asking questions about those fuckers. We haven't really dealt with him too much since. A couple of times we met him and stuff. He's seems like a pleasant fella. He did tell us about his some of his previous history with the ADMC. Seems like a nice fella.
Has he approached you other than that day?
There was at the hospital, wasn't it, Nora?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. What day was that? It was like last week, wasn't it?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Can
Days
I?
are starting
Was
to
that the day?
together.
Was that the day we were following Gunter without telling him?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so I'm going to need to tell you another story here, Mr. Knight. If you just bear with me.
Please, please.
So during like the zombie blackouts, me and Nora wanted to go to a meeting spot that was in that we could see all around us in case any zombies were coming in. We could get in the car and drive out of there. So we picked the Sandy Shores runway. We
My
were going over
multitask
the
is going
newspaper
so
for that
hard.
week and what we needed to do. And at that point, Nora's
this
mentioned that
fucking-
she spotted an aeroplane flying over us at quite low height. We jokingly said, right, let's get the car out of the runway just in case. And about 10 seconds later, the aeroplane actually landed on the runway. So we were a bit suspicious of a aeroplane flying in such foggy conditions. So we hid around the corner with our cameras to see who it was. And it was a Gunnar Kane, and he was meeting with a Mr. Hassan, of the former member of Tree Pest in New Babylon.
This is a while ago, I take it?
This is last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After he...
This is before the day he was shot.
Do you know what his
What
interest...
kind of plane was it?
Oh, it was like I don't know how to describe. I'm not very good at planes.
What
It was like
the
very
fuck?
small. I'd be surprised if you could get more than 2 people in it.
Okay.
Maybe 3, 4 maximum. It was very small, and he put it in the hangar at Sandy. Did Mr. Hassan? It was very noticeable that when we were recording, Gunnar seemed very like twitchy, like he was moving around a lot. Obviously, me and Nora, as I've told you, we consider Gunnar to be a friend, but our base condition these days is suspicion. So we were very worried about why he would be meeting his son, given his history. So we decided to keep recording. When Hassan eventually left, Gunnar actually called us and said, I've just had the weirdest meeting. He said he bumped into Hassan and another fellow. What was it? Jackson, I think he said his name was, didn't he, Nora?
Yeah.
He said he bumped into those two, and they started inquiring as to what had happened with the marshals. And we're asking him a lot of interesting questions and mentioned that potentially somebody else might be interested in hearing it. That somebody else we presume to be Edgar. A person had fell out of the plane and needed to go to the hospital. It was Mr. Jackson, I think. So Gunnar told us this. So me and Nora set ourselves up in the car park adjacent and filmed everything on camera just in case they did anything to him. And then we met up with Gunnar afterwards to talk about whatever the hell it was. And it seemed to us right, I'm just going to, this is completely hypothetical and it's with no evidence. The most likely scenario, if I'm Mr. Edgar, and he's the man I believe his actions have proven him to be, I could think of nobody better to try and recruit than a former interim director of the state marshals. It seemed like it was, didn't it, Nora, like some form of recruitment, like they were trying to see where he was at.
Yeah.
And
they wanted to see where, like, they wanted to recruit Gunnar, possibly?
That's kind of what it seemed like for the line of questioning. Suffice to say, it seems like that meeting Mr. Edgar didn't get the answers he wanted by the sounds of it.
Do you know when Gunnar got out of ICU?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we met with him, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, he called me just after I started my day. And I was really surprised because I had a text message from a doctor apologizing that we had not been contacted and saying that he was going to inform if there was any changes. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that Gunnar was up and about. And I went and met him just to see how he was doing. And when I got there, Mr. Tinkelman was there, actually. Then Frank posted on Twitter about the City Chronicles. I just gave him a call and told him to meet us there.
Yeah, that's when that was the next time we saw Mr. Tinkelman that day. And the meeting didn't last very long at the car park because the ADMC were trying to spy on us.
Give me that. Can you tell us, Ruth? Do you want to dial in on that?
Yeah. What color was the plane? Could you find like anything identifying on it?
Yeah, I've got loads of pictures if you want them.
I would love them.
Now, would you like me to put them in a document and then share them with you both, or what would
Yeah,
be
that works.
easiest? Okay, let me have a little scroll through the photo album. I've got so fucking many. Don't suppose you want one of Gunnar Kane singing his song with Arjun, do you?
When was that?
I think it was the day he got shot
Yeah, I'd love
in,
that.
in Grapeseed.
Arjun, huh?
Arjun's not on it, but he's got a very. I think it's number 2 in the chart, isn't it, Nora?
Yeah, he said something like that.
I'm seeing if the CSV's broken or their export's broken. Up and double checking. Yeah, I think it might be caching.
So it looks like it's black and silver, by the way.
Black and silver. Okay. And you said you recorded a meeting. Was anything suspicious in any of the meeting?
Nora, I don't know if you want to take that, mate, because I'm flicking through these photos.
On this meeting that with the plane?
Yeah.
No, to be honest, they were just they landed.
It looks like
and
a
they
bug
were
with
just
the subpoena
there
tool.
having a chat. I think as Frank said, they were moving a bit. But that's
But they
about
all
it.
arrived in the plane?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you send me the photos as well?
Yeah, I want to share it locally right now. Or should I share it directly with you just in case anyone's nearby?
Perfect.
My state ID is 1174.
You said 1174, yes?
That's correct.
All right, there you go, Ruth. And Mr. Knight, what's yours?
His is
11:30.
Okay.
11, what was the last bit?
30.
30.
All right, there you go. So the
Yeah, it's a
first portion
caching
of the
Uh,
issue.
photos are at Sandy with the aeroplane, and then the rest are at the hospital.
Oh no. Wait, is that?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's no problem. We're trying to help where we can.
Bro! Okay. Um. Okay. I have no other questions, at least for the time being. Actually, hold hold 1 minute while I do something. This damn fucking thing, pre-built tables. Bro, what is this AI shit? Wait, what? Why did they make this so weird? Oh wait, here we go. Convert to table. Um, and what was the date of that situation? Going back to, that was the 10th. All right.
Is it the kidnapping you're referring to?
Yes, he is.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just kind of going through some records just real quick. I'm just Ruth, feel free to ask them any questions. I'm gonna be probably just a minute.
Okay.
I believe, so I'm just going over the video. I believe it was the 11th as I put the video together for Ruby. Sorry, the 10th as I put the video together for Ruby a day later on the 11th.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think the 10th, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just checking over the video now. It says the date it was created. Yeah, it was the 11th.
Does that type of stuff happen to you guys often, getting kidnapped, or was that one of the first times?
Not so much a kidnapping, but definitely have find ourselves in
Yeah.
a few too many life-threatening situations, yeah. Most notably, Mr. Charlie.
Has he done that to you before?
Not so
Not-
much a kidnapping now.
Yeah. More like,
Just kind of shows up.
yeah, visits.
Made us set off a car bomb before, hasn't he, Nora, as a warning?
Yeah.
Does he frequently contact you at all? Like recently?
Wouldn't say contact, but he just shows up, yeah. Last time when we saw Mr. Charlie, was it last week, Nora?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, last week. He just turned up out of the blue.
Does he talk to you guys or just kind of make threatening gestures?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes he'll talk to us. Sometimes he'll just kind of stir at us menacingly, let us know that he's watching.
Took pictures of us once, I think.
Yeah.
Which did he do last week?
Last week was
Yeah, I think
during
it's
the
I think
zombie
it's
outbreak.
caching. I don't know if
Obviously the
it's,
whole city was
Oh,
pitch
shit,
black.
yeah.
All of a sudden we noticed
there we
headlights
go.
behind
Oh
us.
my god.
And then terrifyingly we could see light reflecting of the driver's seat and his mask.
Oh my
He got
lord.
out of the car, pointed a gun at us, at which point we put our foot down, and basically he chased us through the city for about 5 minutes before eventually backing off.
Yeah, how
What
do
was he
I
driving?
wish I could delete half of
It was
this.
his
Hold on.
what's
Maybe
it
I do
called?
that.
The
Hold
one
on.
that looks like a bloody fucking hell, what's it called? Shit. Black vehicle, SUV type. Looks like for Christ, what's the name of it?
Okay, hold on, here we go.
I've got pictures of that somewhere as well.
This
Oh, I would love to see that picture.
Give me a minute. Yeah, give me a minute. It's somewhere in the depths of my photo album.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a lot. Take your time.
Oh, it
Did
didn't
say to this
click.
to the police a while ago. I don't think I do think I've got one somewhere with the
did.
license plate on it.
I would absolutely love that one. If those situations do occur, if you wouldn't mind
I
going
just need to take
Marshall,
a quick look
preferably,
at it.
Myself or Knight with those, so we can make
Trying
sure
to
they're
do whatever
properly
I can real
documented.
quick.
We have
Not
found a lot of situations where things aren't documented well.
Yeah,
trying to
it does not
speed
surprise
run
me
like a quick
considering,
snapshot in on the site.
Yeah, what the report we put in after the masquerade, which nothing's been done about. So
What report did you put in?
about Mr. Sneaky and another person pretending to be a doctor trying to break into the back of the hospital.
Yeah, so for some
after Aaron
reason,
Thompson
yeah,
was
this
stabbed
seems
at the
cached.
masquerade.
Um,
And the fact that Maximilian Angel hosted the party and he still hasn't been questioned. That was the report we gave that day.
I can say that there, like Ruth said, yeah, there's a lot of matters that desperately need investigation, and they're rather sat on, unfortunately.
We are working hard to close the gaps of things that happened in the past, as well as keep up with the future.
Yeah.
In the present.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. From what we've seen so far, that much is very apparent from the work you've done so far. Well, I have found the picture for you. On this occasion, he fucking terrified us as we came out of a clothing store, didn't he, Nora?
Do you happen to have a date? Or even
Ooh.
like a time frame? Like month,
see if-
week, as specific as you can be.
Let me see if there's one on the album. I'll send you it first, and then let me see if I can separate it by months in my album, and I'll figure it out. It would have been roughly about 2 months ago. I know that much.
Okay. That's very helpful.
Oh my God, no fucking way. Bruh.
What was your state ID again? Sorry, Ruth.
1174.
There you go.
And if you don't mind, send me a copy of that as well.
1130.
Oh my God, thankfully.
There you go. Should have that.
Okay, here we go. Finally, some fucking traction. Okay, and then
Yeah, I believe.
I'm
If it's not the same vehicle, it was definitely
Bruh.
the same brand that we saw last week.
Okay. So you'd say like a black 4-door Jeep looking?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
Looks like the.
I'm losing my mind.
Looks like a G wagon.
trying to fucking, because I have one fucking question, but I need this fucking sheet. Okay. There we go. All right. Our tool is having some issues, so I'm gonna pause on the question I wanted to ask. So
No problem. You ever want to ask us any more questions about stuff we've found regarding this lot, or just in general? Yeah. Well,
I think going back over time and having a much more intimate conversation is probably something we want to do. I know we covered a handful of topics, and I am concerned that there probably was a lot of conversations with y'all, and y'all likely have quite a bit of information that would be valuable to the marshals to actually like document and follow through on.
Yeah.
And
happy to help, especially when it
I
comes to
would
those lots.
recommend staying away from Charlie though.
Oh,
Oh, trust me, we don't go
it's
towards
never,
him.
It's never
Yeah.
my choice.
And I see that more now than before. So
Okay.
yeah, their agitation levels have been slowly, let's just say, growing.
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
like you can kind of sense that, can't you, Nora?
A little bit, I guess.
Okay. Well, Nora, Frank, thank you so much for coming down. Really appreciate it.
Yes,
Unless
no
you got
problem.
any other questions there, Ruth?
No, I don't. Thank you guys for all your cooperation. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely no problem.
Awesome.
And
All
and
right.
again, if you do make a report in a moment, you feel like it's not followed up, anything regarding to any of that, always follow up with Brian or I. We'll make sure
Yeah.
it's documented appropriately.
Easy.
Can I ask you something off the record
Of course.
regarding our newspaper tomorrow?
We'll end the recording here at 6:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We have a story, and there's a picture that's going to be on the front cover, and me and Nora did want to speak to you both anyway to see whether this is going to disrupt any investigations. It's one of those pictures that we're like, we don't know whether we should use it or not. We have a picture of, I believe it's something, is it called a operation centers? That was the name of it, Nora?
Yeah, nothing. So.
Oh, could you
What we
share
believe.
it with us?
Yeah, let me see. This came from a book we found. But we were showing actually this book, weren't we, Nora?
Yeah. It's called Asset Operation Center.
Do you have the picture of it to hand, Nora? I'm trying to find it myself right now.
I think so. Yeah, let me check.
Right, I found it.
Okay, you're faster.
Right, was it 11:30?
11:30 and 11:74.
And 11:74.
Correct.
There you go. Just seems like one of those things that could be being in, I don't know, could cause trouble if we put it on the paper. We are mentioning it in an article, but I think just putting it front and center, we're 50-50 on whether it's a good idea or not.
No.
Who gave this to you?
It was a book that we were shown that we don't have anymore from a individual whose identity we don't know. He couple of times as over the last 3 months, we've only met him on a couple of occasions, and he's given us useful information both times. Don't know who he is.
I see.
Doesn't
So
talk
this
much
is
either.
what kind of information has he given you in the past?
Oh, fucking hell, what was the other one? The other one was a book as well that we don't get to keep it. He takes it back off us, just gives us a chance to go over it. What was the other one, Nora? Can you remember?
No.
It was so long ago. It was about 2 to 3 months ago. It was the I know which one it was, mate. It was the one with the crest on it in the Jetsam Dock story.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, that was the one.
The Jetsam Dock story?
Yeah, there's like there was a clipping of like a newspaper article about Jetsam Docks, and shortly after that as well, we received a document showing like some shipments that were due in at Jetsam Docks, and it had some names on there as well of people who worked at the docks. I don't know whether that transport document came from him, but it was of a similar vein.
But what was like? What were in these? Like, what was there? Just a photo, or
No, it was like a story. So the one we received, I believe, was about Wyatt Jones, about his body being found at Jetsam
Yeah.
Docks. Yeah, and it had like I think it had the crest with the Wolf Industries nest and all of them on
oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
And then so there was a Jetsam Docks one. There was this one. What else
Yeah,
was
and
there?
I think the only other one again was related to Jetsam, and it was about the explosion involving I don't think it named them, but we later found out it was involving Gunner and Opal when they were led into the container.
How long ago did you get that one?
Or probably when we first started doing the newspaper, I think, Nora,
Yeah,
wasn't
I
it?
think
Like
so.
about
2-3 months ago.
10 to 12 weeks ago, yeah, I would say.
Do you recall that like being called anything, any sort of operation or anything?
No, no,
Okay.
I don't think there's anything in the newspaper clippings that like indicates it.
If you guys wouldn't mind, like when you do come across that stuff, if you would let us know what you received, it just might help our investigation as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, of
absolutely. It
course.
almost felt like somebody was giving us a kickstart with the newspaper, didn't it, Nora? Like
Yeah, which is, to be honest, something that has happened. I mean, we get weird phone calls with people saying
all the
stuff,
time.
and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of our day to day now.
It's a good
So,
business for the
yeah.
newspaper.
Oh yeah, no, it's really helpful, to be honest, but it's also sometimes complicated to know if what we're being told is actually truth or just
Absolutely.
someone playing with
Yeah.
us.
Going
When
back to
did
the
you receive this?
The operations centre about 5 days ago, I think, 4 or 5 days ago. First time
And
we've seen him in a very long time.
can you like sort of describe that scenario? Like, how were you contacted? What did you see? What was he wearing? Right?
It's always like a lot of these situations, always an anonymous ping. He was wearing like actually some nice like smart chino-ish pants, like beigey. He was wearing his flowery top he likes to wear, wasn't he, Nora, his shirt?
Yep.
He had like, but then he has like a so it's not like he's fully, like a lot of these people are like blacked out. He's not like that.
Mm.
And then he has like a black, like fully covered his face, and he was wearing a hat not too dissimilar from mine, actually, is what he wears at both times we met him.
And
It's
this is like
very
a completely
unique
different
looking.
entity from everything else
Oh,
we've discussed.
yes, from everything else, yeah.
Yeah.
We've only met him, I think, on 3 different occasions.
There
last
was
3
the
months.
Jet Sam, there was the explosion, and then there was this.
And then this, yes.
Does he go by an alias?
Oh, he's actually never given us anything. We don't have phone numbers. We just get an anonymous ping, and that's it.
Yeah, but like
It's
when
like-
he's like, "Hi, I am the,"
No,
you know.
he literally doesn't. He refuses to like give us anything. He's got a very husky. Funny enough, not too similar from what you've just done. Very husky, like
How are you
gravelly type
doing?
voice. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Doesn't sound as southern, but yeah, it's very like unique voice. If I heard it,
Okay.
I'd know who it was instantly.
All right. Hell yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on down. This has been absolutely helpful.
Yeah, no problem.
No worries.
Just on that, or just on the original question,
Hmm.
do you think it's wise or not for us to put that picture in the paper?
I would not. Absolutely not. They're gonna kill you. Sorry.
Yeah, that was kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of, it's such a
Yeah,
big
this
scoop,
is a
but then also,
someone's trying to get you killed because they're too foolish to recognize otherwise. Someone is like sort of the problem that this kind of goes back to my concern going all the way down to the docks is like it depends how people view you, right? If someone views you as disposable, they're going to use you as their personal tools, right? For whatever their agenda may be. And their agenda may be at a higher level good, like, hey, fuck the faceless, right? I'm a damn patriot. And we need to get rid of the faceless. And sometimes the means don't justify the ends, in the sense that they may say, well, you know what? We need recruitment. Let's use this paper, Frank and Nora's lives, as a tool to get a message out. And while that may do some good, putting your lives on the line, it doesn't seem it. And at least not without at least disclosing the risk to you first.
Yeah. So fine balance we have to debate every week, isn't it, Nora?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
I appreciate you both.
absolutely. Oh, when you got this, did it have any other references, any words, anything noted in regards to it?
There is one story we're going to be writing about this week, which headed it, and it was about a member of Lagara cartel, Torres Sanchez, I believe his name is, weapons smuggler. It said, and it detailed what the faceless intended to do to him, and that there was an $800,000 bounty on his head.
You have contact with this individual?
No, this was literally he pinged us and then showed us this book and then made us give it back. So we just took a couple of quick pictures on our phones of it.
Okay.
Said,
Was there
Mr.
anything on the front of it or the back, like any symbols?
It was like was it black, Nora?
Yeah.
It's just a black
think so.
cover. I can't really remember any like details of the front. It was just plain black book.
Have you seen a black leather book with a kind of triangular, circle-ish emblems on it?
Triangular, circlish.
Don't think so. Have we, Nora?
Or
No,
any
I don't think so.
emblem? Any emblems?
Oh no.
I mean, the city crests on a few. Yeah, but that's about it.
Yeah, I can't. No, that doesn't ring any bells.
Understood. Well, I appreciate you guys. This has been very, very helpful. And, anything pops up, you let us know.
If you keep firing marshals, if any of them can be a good weather boy, let me know because mine's useless.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be sending a couple your way soon.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you
lovely.
both.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Torres Sanchez, are you familiar with that name?
Not offhand.
So $800,000 bounty.
Yeah. I
Know where we could look for that? Not saying it.
Yeah, kind of, but I can't I don't want to think too much in that direction just yet. Just cuz here, let's
I don't think.
No, there goes. There
Not
goes
at all.
the interview.
How you doing, Chris?
I do for reports. There is a new report category all the way at the bottom. It's actually easy to find. State Marshal classified. Only you and I have access.
Very good.
If you want to double check that you can see the report I just made.
Okay. I'm seeing all kinds of weird shit right now. Let me see. I might need to take a nap.